I am live. Okay. Oh, it's that right there. Hi, everyone. I can't see anyone though. How do I know that there are people in here? How do I know? Hold on. People. Let's see. Hi, everyone. I hope you're here. My name is Felicia, and this is In My Travels. Thank you so much for being here. Attends. I need to see if there are people here. Can I see if there are people here? This is the first time I've used StreamYard. I am here to talk to you about why you're stuck. The name of this live is Why You're Stuck, especially if you are planning or you would like to move abroad. So let me know. I'm going to wait until some people get here. Hopefully, there will be people who get here. I wonder. Let's see. Let's see. Show comments. Let's see. I hope people come in. All right. Let's start. My name is Felicia, and this is In My Travels. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we're going to talk about why you're stuck and how I can help you get unstuck. Ask your questions. Just a petty mess. Hey, hello, I'm here. How are you? Oh, my first person. Yes, thank you. I'm fine. I was thinking no one's going to be here. Hi, just a petty mess. That is hilarious. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Felicia, and I hope you are already a subscriber. Today, we're just going to discuss why you're stuck, especially if you are planning on moving abroad. What can I help you with? Where are you stuck? Are you stuck doing research? Maybe you think you don't know what questions to ask. And let's be frank, you don't know what you don't know. I have lived in Sweden, France, South Korea, and most recently China. And now I'm back in the US. But that's going to change in a very short period of time. So this is the perfect time to ask me any questions regarding, living abroad, working abroad, thriving abroad, also study abroad. I am a product of studying in France, studying at the university level in France. So if you have questions about that, there are so many wonderful programs. So if you have a teenager or just someone in your family who would like to move abroad or experience what that means, whether that's for a semester or for the entire 4 years, baby, I got some things to share with you about that. Oh, all right. I follow you on TikTok. Perfect timing for me. I'm going to school in Austria and thinking about house sitting. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Oh my gosh. You are in school in Austria. Are you a young adult? Are you in your 20s, 30s? I'm 56. I studied abroad first in Sweden and then in France. And 2 weeks after graduating from Virginia Commonwealth University, I had a job waiting for me in Paris. And that's how my entire career really, really started. And now I get to do what I do online, but I can do it from a cafe in Paris if I want to. So, what do you want to know about house sitting? And my husband and I, we have been house sitting now for 3 years. We are now international luxury house sitters. And I have a house sit coming up with the same client. This will be my third or fourth time house sitting for them. Fourth time house sitting in London, third time house sitting for this particular client. They're amazing. That's coming up in November. You said applying and waiting for the approval. I'm 50. This will be a master's. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for Thank you so much for being here. I really want to show up more and more and more on YouTube, especially live. I think I'm just going to do lives from now on YouTube. You are doing a master's. I have a bachelor's in French and I'm 56 years old, but I'm thinking about doing a master's as well. Why not? Why not? There's so much more that I think I can create, especially for Black American women in education. I don't have a master's in education, but we'll get to that later. Um, you said, okay, so that's great. So you're applying, you're waiting for the approval. Love that. And I'm concerned about finding housing since students have picked their homes. I'm not retired. I still have to work. This is great because I still got to work. You're 50. Yeah, that's right. You're 50 years old, unless you're like independently wealthy. Yeah, we all have to work. So it should be that as a student, you should have the ability. I don't know about Austria. I've never, I've studied in Sweden and in France. You should have the ability to work as well. I believe with France nowadays, you may be able to work for 20 hours per week. Um, are you able to work as a student in Austria? The master's is a. Mhm. My God, I guess it's just you and me, honey, because we're going to really get into it. Just a petty master, you said the master's is a way to leave the US. It sure is. It sure is. I wish more people would do that, but I think a lot of people, and I guess this is going to be controversial. Um, People don't want to actually do the work that it takes to move abroad and move abroad successfully. I think a lot of people nowadays, and I have to say it, a lot of Black American women, they want to, I think I understand wanting to rest. Hell, we all, if you're a Black woman, you need to rest. This is true. But I think a lot of us are making this move abroad, this live abroad, harder than it actually needs to be. I think you getting your master's is incredible. What a great way to not only improve your life educationally and professionally, but also getting your master's for a fraction of the cost than you would have to spend here in the US. That's smart. You said I'm going to work online full time. That's right. That's right. Well, that's what I do. That's what I do. I work online full time. That's what I do. And the house sitting, where house sitting can come for you. Okay, so are you living in student housing right now? Let me know. If you are living in, or, well, you should be living in student housing. Um, Perfect timing. I've been looking for, and here you are. Here I am. Here I am. I mean, I'm grateful to TikTok. I've met some incredible people, and I do that on the daily. But I don't know. Maybe YouTube is, I think maybe YouTube now is just for me to go live. That's it. I'm still in the US. I don't have housing yet. Well, Austria or Austria, the Austrian university that you are, that you've applied to, and that, you're going to do this master's program, they're supposed to be helping you with housing. They're supposed to be helping you with housing. When I was a student, and I only did a year abroad, I lived in a dorm for the first time. I've never stayed in a dorm here in the US, but yeah, my program came with housing. Okay, you said I have a friend who was over there too. True. Yeah, the university is supposed to be helping you with housing. Talk to the person. I'm sure hopefully you've been they have designated someone, I guess would you say, I guess maybe your study abroad counselor is supposed to be there for you with any questions, because guess what? I used to, this was what, 3 years ago? My God, maybe 3 years ago. I used to be a university relations manager. And what that means is that I managed 70 university study abroad offices on the East Coast. And I talked to people. One of my clients was Howard University, definitely the HBCUs. I think they hired me because hello, I'm Black American, and they were definitely trying to get more HBCUs to sign up for their study abroad programs. And I loved talking to the students when I could, but I knew about different programs, and because I had to talk to the people in study abroad offices here on the East Coast. So there's supposed to be somebody, helping you with this for sure. But let me get back to the topic of why people are stuck. I think the reason why a lot of people are stuck is because they're not open-minded like yourself. You have decided to study for a master's. Um, People haven't thought about becoming students. You don't have to, study for a master's. You can maybe study the language. You can say, "Hey, I want to try this living abroad thing out. Why don't I enroll in Portuguese classes in Brazil or Portuguese classes in Portugal?" Because, as you know, a lot of Black American women and men, but definitely Black American women and just Americans in general, have flooded the Portuguese shores, right? They have moved there permanently or, temporarily. And I think a lot of people are stuck is because they're not open-minded to other ways of moving abroad. It could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. Quoting Lord, Ms. Hill. It's so simple. It's so simple. I think living abroad is the way to go. I don't tell people here, in my travels, I don't tell people to move abroad. I don't fear monger. I don't tell people, "Ooh, it's getting really bad here in the US. You better get out of here." I don't do that. I don't do that at all because I don't know everyone's situation. I don't want to create even more stress for people. There are bad things happening here, there are bad things happening everywhere. My God, in Europe right now, I love Europe. We'll be in Europe very, very soon. But Europe, you think it's bad over here. The rise of right wing XYZ it's nothing to, it's serious. It's serious. So wherever you are, there are going to be problems. But here, on my channel here at In My Travels, I'm just interested in helping people who want and who have put some skin in the game in terms of them, in terms of their researching different programs, how to be abroad, but opening your mind. That's the first thing, your mindset. You said this just occurred to me last month, and the applications opened June 23rd. I didn't plan this at all. Sometimes it happens like that. Yeah, I didn't plan on moving to Sweden. I left this country when I was 20 years old. I left this country when I was 20 years old. You know, didn't plan on being there for 4 years. That's the truth. That is the truth. Hold on for 2 seconds. I'm going to see something. I'm going to see. I wish I could. Well, I think the next stream that I do, I will hook it up to TikTok. But let's see if I can go live at the same time. I'm just going to have my phone here and we'll see what happens. But oh, congratulations on selling the house. Thank you so much. It sold in 3 days. Our house sold in 3 days. What a blessing. I know that was a blessing. to have sold that house in 3 days. Our house, my first house. For my husband, that was not his first time, um, owning a house. That for me, that I found our house, and that was my first time owning a house and first time hanging up, paintings and collecting books and things like this for the first time in my life. And now we sold it after 4 years. And now we're in the new house, and we're going to continue to live abroad part time. And you know how to do that. Just a petty mess. Thank you so much for being a house sitter. Are you with Trusted House Sitters? We are with Trusted House Sitters. Hi, everyone on YouTube. I am live on my YouTube channel. Hi, everyone on TikTok. I'm talking to TikTok right now, and I'm talking to my one person. We are going all in with the questions. I have one person, lovely Black American woman who is doing what I did. You're doing the master's program in the country that you've chosen. I studied in Sweden. I've studied in France. And 2 weeks after graduating from my American university, I had a job, a wonderful job waiting for me in Paris. And that's how my career in Paris took off. And that's how my career has taken off. I left this country. I left the US at 20, and now I'm 56. And now I get to do what I do online. So I live a location independent life. If that's something that you would like to do, please go here. There's 10 people up here. Georgia Peach, thank you so much. I'm new to all of this, but from now on, I'm just going to go live here on YouTube. And I thank you so, so much. If you're going to catch the live a little bit later, thank you so much for listening. And hopefully I can help you. Put your questions, comments down in the comment section, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is In My Travels Today. Today, right now, I am answering questions for all of you who may be stuck. That's the whole point of my live today. How I can help you get unstuck in your quest to live and thrive abroad. I've done it in Sweden, France, South Korea, and most recently, China. We love China. Lots of things that you can do. So just a petty mess who is my only person. So you're getting all of my attention here on YouTube. Ask away. You asked me about housing. You are doing what I do and have been doing for 3 years along with my husband. We have free accommodation anywhere in the world, and we do that through house sitting, just like you. I'm so happy you're on top of it. You are on top of it. You're like my ideal person to speak to. You're already doing the things. You just got to find housing. Let me see if I got a comment or anything here. No comments. No comments on TikTok. Y'all better get me, because if I leave, honey, if I leave TikTok, I think we're 26,000 strong on TikTok. I got a lot of stuff going on because I follow you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so, so much. So you're waiting on, how long is your house sit in Austria? How long is that house sit? Because really your university, you should have housing right now. You should have housing right now. No questions on TikTok. Thank you for the follow. Share this live. I'm tapping my phone. I didn't know that I could also do that. So I'm not a house sitter yet. I've been following. Okay. Oh my God. Become a house sitter. When do you leave for Austria? When do you leave for your program, or perhaps you're already there? That's right, honey. I tell people how I began living abroad and working abroad. There's so many different ways. I just like doing things the easy way. I just like doing things the easy way. Who knew? You'll have a better life when you do things the easy way. Especially when it comes to, if you really want to do something in life and you have found a simple way of getting you to your, helping you reach your goal, then do that. A lot of people in this live abroad, work abroad space are doing too damn much. You're doing too much. And I'm just going to tell it like it is. That's why, I feel like on YouTube, I can really, really say some things. Yeah. Erica Geralds on TikTok says, what is house sitting? Is it an app or a website? It is both. It is both. Um, uh, I house sit with the number one agency. Just a Petty Mess, who was here on YouTube. Um, are you with Trusted House Sitters? I'm with Trusted House Sitters. Trusted House Sitters is the number one house sitting agency in the world. And you will find that when you go to the trustedhousesitters.com website, it will allow you to create a free account, but you just won't be able to apply to the beautiful house sits. My husband and I, we have been international luxury. We do luxury house sits for 3 years now. And that's how you, Just a Petty Mess here on YouTube, and how you all here can live abroad part-time. I highly suggest, if you've never lived outside of the US or whatever country that you're, a native of now, or a citizen of now, Trusted House Sitters. Super easy. It's super easy. And that first house sit, once you knock it out of the park, that first house sit, we booked 2 local house sits, and our third house sit was in London. And that was 2 weeks, free accommodation, gorgeous house, and a lovely dog. Uh-oh, we got 3 people. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Takende Travel. Bonjour, bonjour, Takende. Bonjour, Shalonda. Oh, hello. I just signed back up with Trusted House Sitters again. LOL, I'm not giving up. I don't get any house sits my first year of signing up. Never give up. Never give up. It can happen. The first thing you do, I'm just going to tell it right now. The first thing that you do is get a local house sit. You're not going to have to pay me for that information. I know a lot of people charge for that information. I'm just telling you straight up right here on YouTube. I'm going to say goodbye to my folks on TikTok, because now let's get into it. Let's get into it. If you want to join me, everyone here on TikTok, if you want to join me and ask me all the questions, because after this live, I'm going to take it off. I might take it off. We'll see. Let's get into it. Go to my YouTube channel right now. I am live on YouTube, and the name of my YouTube channel is In My Travels Today. It's in, if you forget, it's in my bio. But let's get into it. Oh my God, let's get into it. Yes, let's get into, I'm going to help you now. People charge for this information. I just gave you a very, very good nugget that people charge you for. I just gave it to you for free. I don't have to gatekeep. I've been doing this. My husband and I have been doing this for 3 years. If you want to know every single thing that we've done in order to become top, 5-star only luxury house sitters, that is in my Stand store. And that is a guide. It's the ultimate house sitting guide. How, that guide will help you get your house sits ASAP. But I'm now going to go back to YouTube and answer some more questions. If you all here on TikTok want to do the same, join me there in my travels, and subscribe. That's the big thing. So I'm going to say goodbye to you on TikTok, but don't you guys go anywhere. Let's get into it. Oh, yes. Bye. I'm going to say goodbye. Bye. Boom. Bye. Let's go. All right. Yes. The first thing that you do is get a local house sit. Now, Shalonda, I'm so glad that you signed back up with Trusted House Sitters. And if anybody else wants to sign up with Trusted House Sitters, I have a 25% discount. let me know. You can DM me, etc., and I can give that discount code to you, and that will save you 25%. So I'm glad that you signed back up. And let's see, you said, thank you so much for your encouragement. That's exactly what I'm doing. I improved my profile, and I believe wholeheartedly that I will get a sit. You will. You will. You're going to get a local house sit. That's how it happened for us. We did a local house sit, and local meaning 2 blocks from our house. In this neighborhood, we have returned to a house that I used to live in, my gosh, 6 years ago. Love this house. It's the best house. This house will be our American base. Yep. Because, everyone, please follow Takinde Travel. Takinde, I know, just came back from Paris. You need to follow her. She's a mom. I'm child free. I don't have any kids. I used to teach children, but I don't anymore. I teach adults online. But to Kende Travel, she's amazing. She can help you create your own online business, therefore not depending wholeheartedly on a new government to help you find a job. You do not move to another country to find a job. We don't want to do that. We don't want to work that hard. Um, Now, if you want to work for an American company and they're going to sponsor your visa, that's a different story. But yeah, yes, please follow her. Please follow her. And she just got back. She was with, I believe she was with some other moms in Paris. So I think, Takinde, were you also trying to, were you, I think you were contemplating moving to either France or I think, are you moving now to, you and your family, are you moving now to Senegal? Correct me in the comments section. Let me know what you're up to, but I highly recommend everyone follow this young mom. She's amazing, and, she loves Paris just like I love Paris. I spent a lot of years in Paris. And, I will be there, September 4th is when I will be there. I will be in France for 1 month, but the first 10 days I will spend researching, networking, meeting with hotel owners, meeting with uh, restaurant owners, etc., for the business that I am creating for women over 50. That is what I'm doing. And so when I hit the ground in Paris, I'm going to take 2 days just to relax. And then from there, appointments, do, 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 boom, ba, 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 all that good stuff. So yeah, Tukende Travel says, yes, I'm adding France back on my list. Cote d'Ivoire is top on my list though. Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast in English. DMV, hi, thank you so much for being here. You said, I love Paris. Hope to live there in the States at this point. You can. Why not? I was just looking at, it was a cute, but here's the thing that I just found out. My husband and I, we have been luxury house sitting for 3 years now with Trusted House Sitters. You know, if you don't know about Trusted House Sitters, go to trustedhousesitters.com. If you want to, you can create your free account. It just won't allow you to apply to the beautiful house sits that you will see. Um, we house sit locally, we house sit nationally, and we house sit internationally. We're not about to stay stuck. And I don't say that we're stuck here in the US. I love being in the US. I'm an American, right? I was born and raised here. I'm indigenous American and born and raised here, et cetera, et cetera. There are some good things about this country. There's good things about other countries. Every country has its problems. I've found France for me is my second home. I love Sweden. I spent 4 years there. It was wonderful. I've gone back to visit and things like this, but there's just something about France, and then plus the Black American history, in France, and, military, literature, it just the arts, et cetera. It's just so rich, and it's so, oh my god, it's just amazing, and I lived in Paris, and I can hardly wait to go back. I don't need to live in Paris anymore. I think Paris taught me everything that I needed to know, and I have gone on with those lessons and gone on to learn, I've learned those lessons and now I've applied those lessons to other countries, but Paris is Paris is second home. That's second home, baby. I love Paris. Oh my gosh. Let me know when you're gonna go. I'm gonna be in France for 1 month, first 10 days, and that's gonna be the month of September. Lots of things to do. There are some trade shows that I will be attending that have to do with design, a little bit of fashion. But again, I'm there to make the connections, to plan the things for women, American women over 50 who want to experience slow travel, who want to experience mindful travel. That's why I'm going to be in France. And I'll tell you more stuff later on another live. Um, yeah, Tokende says, will you be there in October too? I plan to be there the weekend of October 11th. I don't think I'm going to be there that long because now I will be talking to someone. She is just amazing. She's a Black American woman. She has been in Paris for quite some time. And I'm going to prolong my trip. The original trip was from September 6th through October 1st. But because of this wonderful person and the things that I need to do, I'm now probably after this live, I need to go and change my ticket. But I don't think I'm going to prolong it to October 11th. I wish that I could. I wish that I could. But maybe we'll see each other stateside, or maybe we will see each other in the spring. Are you heading to Paris in the spring? Are you heading to the south of France in the spring? Let me know. Let me know. Hi, Tanya Thomas. We are definitely going to try it again as well. We won't give up this time of year. That's right. Don't give up. Don't give up on house sitting. I never house sat before. Do your local house sit. Just do a local house sit. I mean, it was basically two blocks from this house. And it was two cats. It was two cats. We did they gave us 5 stars. From that, we applied to another one. They gave us 5 stars. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to take a chance. I'm going to apply for this London house sit. Beautiful black Labrador. I love black labs. And beautiful home. I said, let's do it. We did our FaceTime interview. They said, hey, I loved your reviews, love your answers to our questions. And they love the questions that we asked. So, make sure you have your questions ready. And we got it. So they said, if you want it, you got it. Boom. We bought our tickets for London. And that's how the London house sits just started coming. Boom, 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 like this. It's going to happen for you. It's going to happen for you. Hi, Felicia and everyone. Hello, Tanya Thomas. Please, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to this channel. I want to grow here. I'm going to grow here. I'm growing here. And what I have planned for, especially for women 50 and over on this channel, especially on this channel, I mean, I'm pretty big now, I guess, or a micro influencer on TikTok. I've had really great opportunities, money. I didn't know that you could make a considerable amount of money on TikTok. I thought it was just for silly dances, but I've shown up consistently for a year. And I don't know, maybe my TikTok account, it could be maybe 2 years old, 3 years. I have no idea. But I know that I have shown up, I think now almost consistently for 1 year. And that's what it took. It took me, showing my face and sharing valuable information, especially in this live abroad. I don't say that I'm in the move abroad space. I'm in the live abroad space. and the live abroad part-time. I think everybody should live abroad part-time for now until they are ready to make that leap of a more permanent situation. That's all I'm saying. Yes, that's right. I love it. Encourage each other. It- yeah, encourage each other. So the whole thing, the title of this live was why you're stuck, especially if you are trying to move abroad. I think people are stuck really because they're afraid. I think most people, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know where you want to go. The possibilities are endless. To Kende Travel is just like, hey, I didn't know. I didn't know To Kende Travel has put France back on the list. I hope that you do because we're going to be in France. We're going to be in France. I will be in France again. This will be the first time for my husband, right? So we're going to see what France has to offer us. But more importantly, we're going to share what, our skills, our, mindset, our vibe, and see if that is something that France wants to receive. We're there not to take, we're there to share. We're there to give, you know. I'm not in France to take anything. We have a home here in the US. Um, you know, there you go. If anything goes wrong, then we come back, right? But sometimes especially if you haven't lived abroad before, dip your toes in the water. Try it out. 2 months, a month here, a month there, especially if you have an online business, which is what Takende can help you with. Um, Try it on for size. You don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater and just say, "Hey, I need to get out of the US and I'm just going to do it." Don't do that. I think that's kind of reckless. I say try it on for size for a month or 3 months. I mean, especially if it's Europe. I believe that if you are an American citizen, meaning that you have an American passport, um, for most European countries, you will be allowed to stay for a maximum amount of 90 days, 3 months, 90 days. But if it's going to be 91, you will have to return home. 9 times out of 10, you will need to return back to the US, and apply for a long-term visa. That's what you do. Or you do like, attends, let me go back. Just a Petty Mess. And I'm sure this was not a light decision that she made. You do a master's program. So you'll be a student, but in order to get a student visa, you don't have to necessarily study for a master's degree. And that's all I'll say about it. I can share in another live what I did. I have been a student in Sweden. I have been a student in France. And I have, as a result of that, that's how my career in education really took off. It really took off in France. And now, what do? I uh, I only work with French people. I work with French businessmen and I work with French business women. There you go. And I only do it online. I only do it online. Tanya Thomas, it would be nice to get a house sit in DC because we can get there easily. All right. Go to your trusted house sitter site right now. First of all, do you have an account? If you already have an account, boom, that's easy. So go to your trustedhousesitters.com website and click DC. And then I want you to click, it'll say recommended, but this is what I do with all of the house sits. This is how I found my stuff. Go to new. I always want to see the newest, the latest house sits. Who are the people who have just put up Hey, I need a house sitter for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, etcetera. Go to new, and then have you saved? I get my notifications. If you don't have the app, get the app, download the Trusted House Sitters app ASAP. But while you're in front of your computer, set up your notifications so that every time someone in DC says, "Hey," why is my chest red? "Hey, I'm looking for a house sitter," it'll go ding, and you'll get the I this morning, no lie, 3 house sits in Paris, but I've just decided I don't want to house sit. I don't want to take care of a cat or a dog. You know what? I would take care of a cat, but not a dog. I'm not taking care of a dog in Paris. I'm just not. House sit, sure, because that's a little bit cats are easy. But today I got about 5 or 6 notifications because I set those up. So if you want to get a house sit in DC, set the notifications for DC so that every time someone posts, "Hey, I'm looking for a house sitter, blah, blah, blah," you'll get the notification. And that's how you won't miss a really great opportunity. There you go. There you go. Anything else? To Can They Travel? I hope you're still here. Let me know. Let me know. I'm just so glad that you guys in the beginning was like, "Oh my god, there's nobody here. Should I just end it?" From now on, this is just the first. It's going to be so smooth. It's going to be smoother. It's going to be better the second time. Perhaps I should do another live maybe tomorrow. I will find out. I will do the research to find out when people are more open to lives, etc. But more importantly, I'm here to help you live abroad mindfully, with ease, with elegance. That's it. That's it. I can hardly wait. I'm going to share my time with you even when I'm on the plane. I'm just okay, I'm boarding the plane. I can hardly wait to share the business that I'm creating with you in real time. I'm going to be on the road. I'm going to be on the road in France, and then again in Portugal. But Portugal is down the road a little bit. But for right now, the focus is on France. And to Kende, I will be contacting you because I got some news. I got some news to tell you. I'm so glad, but I'm very, very glad that you have put France back on your list, because who knows, we might be neighbors. We might be neighbors. That would be so cool. And then we could create a YouTube channel together. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, I just go off on these move abroad fantasies that I can make reality. And if I can help you in any way, everybody in this on this live right now, let me know. Let me know. If you don't have any more questions, Tanya Thomas says, "We reached out to an immigration lawyer and he said that we don't have enough money. I'm just I'm just to find a starting point. I would be willing to go as a student if that would be less financially. It depends on your program. Figure out the country. It doesn't take a lot of money. It doesn't take a lot of money. There are ways. But if you've talked to an immigration lawyer, sometimes, and I'm just going to tell you this, this is me. If somebody tells me no about something, that means I'm talking to the wrong person. I've always been like this. I'm say, this person says I don't have enough money. That might be true. Let me see if somebody else can help me. Who else can give me, if you don't have enough money, maybe the country that you're thinking of is too expensive for you right now. Is there another country where the money that you do have can stretch a long way? Now, if you don't have enough money and maybe you're trying to live in Paris, right? Paris is very expensive. I'm not going back to Paris. I love to visit Paris. I can vacation in Paris, but to live there day to day, I don't really. And you know what? Really, Paris is expensive. I think, of course, your biggest expense is always going to be your accommodations, your housing. But since I've been there and done that with Paris, I don't need to live in Paris anymore. I don't. But maybe if that immigration lawyer told you that it's too expensive for you with the money that you do have, explore living in, say, I don't know, Panama, Costa Rica, just a country where your money would be enough or more than enough. Just thought, just thought. Igami, thank you so much, Igami, for being here. Thank you, everyone, again for being here. Igami says, "What did you study in Sweden? Was your program primarily in Swedish?" I did. What did you study in Sweden? I studied Swedish. Yep, I studied Swedish. And was your program primarily in Swedish? Yes, it was. However, I did a university program because, before, the term expat, it's just super, super popular. Um, when you move to another country and your purpose is to live there, to create there, to grow there, whether you are solo or with a family, um, you are an immigrant. Just like the people who come to this country, I'm based here now in the US. Just when people from outside of the US come to this country, they're not called expats, they're called immigrants. And I don't have a problem with that. So when I first moved, I was 20 years old, did not speak Swedish, knew nothing about Swedish culture. I went there to study Swedish, and I was in a government program with the university. So I studied Swedish from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., 5 days a week. And yes, so I decided, hey, if I'm going to enroll in this university, and at that time, I'm 56 now, I was 20 then. Swedes or Scandinavians in general, their level of English is top notch. Hell, they speak better than a lot of people here in the US. But I was thinking, okay, I'm going to go to university there. I was only in Sweden. I had moved to Sweden with just a high school diploma. I only started university when I came back from Sweden to get my degree. And I did that in an American university here where I'm based. So, but after I passed that class and I got the certificate, yes, you speak fluent Swedish now. Now you have the right to study any program that you want to here in Sweden. That's when the opportunity for us was to move back to the US. And at that time, I was like, you know what? It's too cold here. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. and and that's why. And then I got back here and I started going to university. And then I found out that I have a gift for languages. Um, and I love French. And that's excuse me. And that's what led me to France, to live and work and all that good stuff in France. So yeah, we still have an account. Let me see. What did you? Yes. Okay. Voilà. Do what you need to do. I'm not telling you to study in France. I'm just saying it worked for me. That's how I got my visa. I got a student visa. A student visa will not allow you to work full time. You can work, some countries will say maybe 15 hours, maybe 20 hours. If you are at the point where you can sustain your everyday existence, you can afford housing, on your own, just go there. Go there. You can go there for 3 months, or you can get into a maybe a year-long language study. You will have a student visa, therefore a legal right to live and work in another country. Try it on for size. You're not going to lose anything. You have everything to gain. I think it's a wonderful way to see the world, continue to be a lifelong learner, and opportunities will come to you. I really do believe that. It happened for me, and I'm sure it can happen for you. I'm sure it's happening for you right now. I mean, there's someone right now who is about in this chat who is going to study for her master's in Austria. Austria is very popular, but they keep it on the low, and I love that about Austria. Okay. Yes, you can do this. You can house sit. You can live abroad part-time. You can live abroad full-time. It's, whether you think you can or can't, you are correct. But I think we got more people who think they can, and they're in this chat, so you will. You will, for sure. So, you know. Oh my goodness. Oh, Tanya Thomas, we were considering Toulouse. Don't you know I have a beautiful, beautiful student who lives in Toulouse. She's top executive in the food industry, and she's my client. She's my client. She hired me, okay, to help her in her line of work. She's a top executive at a top food company. Now, I can't tell you what it is, but she and her family, she moved from Paris and now she's in Toulouse. I have only visited Toulouse, but it is a beautiful, beautiful city in the South. She loves it. She's like, yeah. Oh, she was like, no, she's like, I've raised my family here. There's no way. She's like, Toulouse is it for her. She's like, mm-mm. Paris is great. Sometimes I still have to go up there, but Toulouse, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Toulouse is amazing. It is amazing. Karen BW, thank you so much. Just joined. Glad to catch you and hoping to learn. Unfortunately, I'm in a doctoral program I'm paying for. Look, you've made your choice. I'm sure you're doing great in your program. I wish you would have, considered doing a doctoral program in another country. But here's the thing. You're doing it now. So perhaps when you're finished with your American doctoral program, you can do, I don't know, whatever in another country. Perhaps you can, head a department at a top university in another country because you have that you're going to have an American PhD. It carries a lot of weight. So don't do that to yourself. Don't say, I'm in a doctor, I'm paying for it. Yeah, you would have paid for it in another country, maybe not as much, but having an American degree from, I'm sure, I don't know what university, and you don't have to share that here. It carries a lot of weight. So continue to thrive in your doctoral program here in the United States, because once you have that paper, you can move abroad, and they will. You can name your price. You can choose where you want to go. I'm telling you, and especially as a Black American woman, I'm just assuming that you're Black American. You might not. I don't know. I'm for everybody right here. I've had help and inspiration from people from all walks of life. You have everything to win. You have everything to gain. I think if we're just living in such wonderful times right now. When I was 20 years old, there was no internet, and I did it. And think of all the things that you can create and hell, all of us, what we're doing now. I mean, I'm connecting with people from all over the world every single day because of YouTube, because of TikTok. Um, Learning from you, you're learning from me. I hope that I, give you valuable information. Voila. I mean, it's whatever you want. It's whatever you want now. There's no excuse. That's the thing. And I'm not saying that any of you are making any excuses because evidently you guys got it going on. You're already house sitting or you're getting back into house sitting. Just a Petty Mess is studying for a master's. Karen BW is studying for a doctor. She's studying for a doctorate here in the US. We're global citizens here. I'm only talking to global citizens here. Whether you know it or not, you're a global citizen. You can take your talents, your skills, and use them in places where people will respect you, people will protect you, people will treat you better than you're currently being treated. I don't need to say anything else. I'm just saying. Karen BW, I'm Black, own a home, have an adult son on the spectrum, daughter in her senior year of college. I'm figuring it all out as I hope to retire as a teacher at the end of the school year. Wow, at the end of this school year or next school year? That's amazing. What an amazing life. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yep. There's not a whole lot of things to figure out. You got this. You got this. You got this. Right? That's amazing. Just a Petty Mess says, that's amazing, Karen. It is amazing. And now we have basically this right here. People make money on. That's my mommy. This is a whole world. You can make money. This is people make millions on this thing. This is literally the world in your hand. It wasn't always like this. Right? For real. Just a Petty Mess says, for real, we got this. I need it. I need to hear it from someone outside of my head. Yes. Karen BW says, thank you. I'm listening and learning. Love that. Love that. Tanya Thomas, wow, Felicia, that's great. Look, y'all got this. I'm learning too. My first, a couple of my TikTok videos have gone like million plus viral. The latest one that has gone viral was shot. I think I shot it like 3-4 weeks ago, and it was about remaining child free. I was telling these young women, I was like, look, remain child free. That's and I did not expect to unleash the joy and all of these wonderful people that I met, because they were like, yeah, I'm 22. I decided not to have kids and da da da. I just want to travel the world and blah blah blah. I was like, damn, me too. I decided that at 8, and then I said that, and everybody's just like, oh my god, I was 12, I was 15, blah 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 blah. You meet so many people, so many opportunities come from this thing. I went my first, and I wasn't even in the TikTok shop or anything like that. And now, because of a couple of viral million plus videos, I got money from that. I'm like, how much money? I couldn't believe it. I was just driving in the car one day with my husband. We were just going to go out. We live in Virginia, and there's some beautiful vineyards here. I was like, yeah, let's go to a little vineyard, whatever, at that time. And I was just like, let me check. I just got into the content, the creator program or whatever. And I said, huh? He was like, what? I said, I think I just got paid. And it wasn't like a small paycheck either. I was like, oh, I can book a plane ticket internationally with that money. I couldn't believe it. Y'all can do this. You want to live abroad? Boom, you can do it. You can do it with this. You can get those notifications like I just told you to, like I just taught you. Get your notifications for your trusted house sitters. If you want to do your DC, if you want to do your Paris, if you want to do your Barcelona, Portugal, etc., get your notifications that way. When it goes ding, oh, Felicia, you have some houses that meet your criteria. I click on it. I'm like, ooh, I said, babe, can you, okay, oh, okay, yeah, oh, that Felicia, that works for me. It's like, oh, Felicia, that doesn't work for me, but it works for me. And I go. And that's one more experience, one more person that you've connected to. Um, there you go. Yes, the pink city, Toulouse. That's right, Tanya Thomas. Toulouse is the pink city. It's beautiful. La ville rose en français. Voilà. So I'm going to leave you now. If you don't have any more questions or comments, it's been 1 hour and 50 seconds. I think I'm going to go back on TikTok for a minute just to tell them about the wonderful people that I've met in this live. And I just hope you guys have, or ladies, have a wonderful, wonderful day. It is Sunday. It is still very light outside, even though we just had some torrential rain. But I wish you all well. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my video channel. In my travels today, thank you for your time. Just a petty mess. Thank you so much. You were the first one in here. First one in here. Thank you for your time as well. Thank you so much for sharing a part of your Sunday with me. I am going to, you know what I need to do? I really need to unpack some of these boxes. I told you, we just sold our house and now we're in the new house. But you know what? It's Sunday. Whatever. This is a great excuse to come here and talk to all of you. So thank you so much. Tanya Thomas says, the next time you go live, could you elaborate more on TEFL certification if you don't mind? Sure. But I'm going to tell you, I'll have some things ready for you. I can do that. I can totally do that. I still teach English, but I don't have a TEFL certification. I do have many years of being a teacher, but there are some TEFL certifications that you can get. Look up, before I go, look up CELTA, CELTA. Look up CELTA certification. Also, look, subscribe to the channel and DM me, and I'll share a website with you. That's what I'll do. I'll share a website with you so you can get a feel for the type of jobs that, you know, the type of companies and schools they're looking for English teachers right now. Wow. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I will be back again Sunday for sure. I think Sunday, 4 o'clock is good for me right now. But I think from now on, I'm just going to go live. You got this. House sitting, studying abroad, house sitting locally, house sitting internationally. But that's it. So, oh, he said, my daughter just graduated. We are traveling abroad ready. Let's go. Let's go. Stay tuned to this channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll get into it. But all right, next video, TEFL certification. Not a problem. Let's go. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.